Hi guys, I'm Sheldon Pinto, and Samsung today launched a bevy of smartphones. There were around 6 smartphones at a launch event in Mumbai. Well, they're not exactly 6 different smartphones, there were 4 different smartphones launched. Samsung Galaxy A6, which is the second most expensive smartphone. The A6 Plus, which is the most expensive smartphone launched today. The J6, which is the least expensive smartphone, the most affordable one. And the Galaxy J8. Let's start with the unboxing of the J6. And here is the J6, and as you can see, there is the infinity display marking right on the box itself. Samsung is speaking a lot about the infinity display because Samsung believes that a majority of the youth is actually consuming a lot of 4G data, watching movies and video content with that 4G data. So they've made a smartphone with a bigger display at a lower price range. Now this phone is priced at around 13,000 rupees. The box price is around 14,990, which is a MRP, but it will be sold at a slightly lesser price at around 13,900. What do we get with the Samsung J6? Well, as you can see here at the back of the box, there's a 5.7-inch HD Super AMOLED display, a 3GB RAM, 32GB of internal storage. There's a 64-bit octa-core processor inside, which I'm guessing is a Samsung Exynos 7 series chipset, a 3000 mAh battery, and you get facial recognition and a fingerprint reader. Let's begin with the unboxing. As you can see, I have a very nice blade here. All the labels surpassed. Here we go. So here's the Samsung Galaxy J6. It is the most affordable smartphone that was launched today at around 13,900 or something. And it comes with 3GB RAM and 32GB of internal storage. Let me show you what's in the box first. This is a phone, 32GB model. Now with that out of the way, let's just start off with the phone itself. Let's just unbox it. Oh, this is my favorite part. There we go. Oops. That out of the way. It's very clear that this is actually a plastic or a polycarbonate body. This is not the metal body like on the A6 series that was announced today. That's a slightly more premium mid-range device. This is a budget series smartphone. So it's very interesting that Samsung actually went in with AMOLED display out here. I'm trying to get all the plastic out of this phone. So let me just show you one unique thing about these phones that I found, at least in my personal opinion. And I'll need the SIM ejector tool to show you that. As we can see, there's a very unique setup for the SIM card tray and the micro SD card. Normally Samsung smartphones come with a hybrid SIM system, wherein you have to include, you can use only 2 SIMs, or you can use 1 SIM and 1 micro SD card. So I think this time they finally listened to all the user reviews, and we have 1 SIM tray here, which is SIM number 1, and you finally have another tray here that has, oh wow, a SIM 2 slot and a micro SD card slot. Congratulations Samsung, finally. Now hopefully in the coming year we will have a Samsung Galaxy S9, hopefully with the same tray system. 3 slots, 1 for a micro SD card and 2 for SIM cards. Thank you. Now moving on, let me just boot up the smartphone. Off the bat, I think the display is quite decent. It's a Super AMOLED display, which is something which is rare in this whole 15,000 rupee range. The max that you will see a Super AMOLED display is somewhere starting from OnePlus or somewhere around the 30,000 mark. So this is really good that Samsung actually included a Super AMOLED display on a smartphone that is priced in the sub 15,000 rupee category. Well, the phone is still starting. As I told you earlier, this is a plastic body. There's no metal anywhere over here. But it somehow doesn't feel cheap. It kind of gives you like that Fox metal look. And there you saw the Samsung Pay thing popping up right from the bottom. As you can see here, the display used on the Samsung Galaxy J6 is basically a Super AMOLED display, which is very, very interesting. And yeah, as you can see, the blacks are pretty deep. I don't know where I can show them to you. Yeah, so overall the display looks pretty interesting. You get your standard Samsung very TouchWiz type UI, or should I say Grace UX UI, but it's a light, it seems like a lighter version of it, and it doesn't feel all that heavy like on the Galaxy S9 for example. Yeah, there's your typical Samsung widgets, and as you can see, the highlight over here is actually the display, which is something that Samsung also focused on at the event. There are no rounded corners like you have on the Galaxy. The Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. As you can see here there are rounded corners. Here there are basically squared out corners. So yeah, this is kind of like the budget version of the Infinity display. And what else can I show you? The camera seems pretty decent at the moment. It also has Bixby inside. Samsung Mall, sorry, it's not Bixby. That's the Samsung Mall app, which Samsung spoke about at the event. It's AI enabled and it can find things for you by just pointing the camera at an object or a product. And other features, there's your typical Samsung settings and everything. Wallpaper, there's Samsung Pay here as well, as I showed you here. And that was the first impressions and unboxing of the Samsung J6, one of the most affordable smartphones Samsung has launched today with an AMOLED display. Do subscribe to our channel and follow us on Twitter. And thank you for joining us. I am Sheldon Pinto.